This video is about all the renowned Canadians who passed away in 1987. Before we proceed, please subscribe to our channel to support us. Gwendolyn Maswin. She was born in September 1941 and she died in November 1987. Her age was 46 at the time of her death. She was a Canadian poet and novelist, a sophisticated, wide-ranging and thoughtful writer. She published more than 20 books in her life, a sense of magic and mystery from her own interests in the Gnostics, ancient Egypt, and magic itself, and from her wonderment at life and death makes her writing unique. She is still regarded by the most as one of Canada's greatest poets. Lorne Greene. He was born in February 1915 and he died in September 1987. His age was 72 at the time of his death. He was a beloved Canadian actor, best known for his role as Ben Cartwright in the TV series Bonanza. His deep, commanding voice and charismatic presence made him a household name in television and film. George Lawrence. He was born in January 1904 and he died in November 1987. His age was 82 at the time of his death. He was a Canadian nuclear physicist. He was educated at Dalhousie University and Cambridge University under Ernest Rutherford. He was appointed as radium and X-ray physicist to the Canadian National Research Council in 1930. Margaret Lawrence. She was born in July 1926 and she died in January 1987. Her age was 60 at the time of her death. Margaret was one of Canada's most celebrated authors, best known for works like The Stone Angel and The Diviners. Her novels often explored themes of identity, feminism, and the Canadian prairie experience, earning her international acclaim. George Riga. He was born in July 1932 and he died in November 1987. His age was 55 at the time of his death. George Riga was a playwright and novelist whose works often addressed social and political issues in Canada. His play, The Ecstasy of Rita Joe, remains cornerstone of Canadian theatre. Herman Smith Johansson. He was born in June 1875 and he died in January 1987. His age was 111 at the time of his death. Known as Jack Rabbit, Herman Smith Johansson was a pioneer of cross-country skiing in North America. His passion for the sport and active lifestyle made him a symbol of vitality and resilience, even into his centenarian years. Norman McLaren. He was born in April 1914 and he died in January 1987. His age was 72 at the time of his death. Norman McLaren was a groundbreaking animator and filmmaker, renowned for his innovative techniques in animation and sound design. His work at National Film Board of Canada earned him numerous accolades, including an Academy Award. Russell Doane. He was born in October 1935 and he died in February 1987. His age was 51 at the time of his death. Russell Doane was a Canadian politician who served in Manitoba legislature. Known for his dedication to public service, he was an advocate for education and community development throughout his career. Walter L. Gordon. He was born in January 1906 and he died in March 1987. His age was 81 at the time of his death. Walter was a prominent Canadian politician and economist who served as Minister of Finance. His policies and advocacy for Canadian economic nationalism left a lasting impact on the nation's fiscal policies. Ralph Steinhauer. He was born in June 1925 and he died in September 1987. His age was 82 at the time of his death. Ralph was the first Indigenous Lieutenant Governor of Alberta, breaking significant barriers in Canadian politics. His leadership and advocacy for Indigenous rights remain an important part of his legacy. Conrad Boursier, he was born in August 1916 and he died in October 1987. His age was 71 at the time of his death. Conrad was a professional ice hockey player who played in the NHL during the 1930s. His contributions to the sport helped shape the early days of professional hockey in Canada. Hugh Alexander Bryson, he was born in August 1912 and he died in October 1987. His age was 75 at the time of his death. Hugh Alexander was a prominent union leader and advocate for workers' rights in Canada. His efforts to improve labor conditions and wages made a lasting impact on the Canadian labor movements. Judah Hirsch Quastel, he was born in October 1899 and he died in October 1987. His age was 88 at the time of his death. Judah Hirsch Quastel was a pioneering biochemist whose research on cellular metabolism and cancer biology was groundbreaking. His contributions to science have been recognized globally. René Lévesque, he was born in August 1922 and he died in November 1987. His age was 65 at the time of his death. René was a charismatic and influential Quebec politician who championed the province's sovereignty. As the founder of Parti Québécois, he left an incredible mark on Canadian political history. Thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Have a nice day.